Hey. Sorry I'm a little late. I actually got up early this morning and had some appointments, and vanity such as hair and makeup went by the wayside. I'm actually here at the gas station outside getting a bunch of looks. Fine. The rise of the divine feminine. So, and I'm back here because I get more views here than I do over my business page, and views are important, and what I'm talking about is important. So I want you to share this video because I'm really excited about the rise of the divine feminine, and I want there to be more eyeballs and conversations around the fact that it's not as purple and pink as I see a lot of transformational people making it out to be, because the rise of the divine feminine is really the wholeness of a woman, is what it is. It's the wholeness of a woman. And hey, Deborah. And it's just so funny when I see, first of all, I'm really, what inspired this video is because I'm really excited to see so much more shadow work being discussed, at least being discussed, right? Like, I don't know, I don't see where it's actually being moved through people's bodies and expressed in who they be and in their work, but I see it being talked about more. I saw an article on Rebel Society this morning. I see it just out there, on the internet sphere, and yet I'm not seeing it in the expression of women, which is what I want to see. I really want to see it in the expression of women. And my hair, by the way, is wrapped up. Vanity went by the wayside today because I had to get up early this morning and run some really important errands, and then I got back-to-back calls and sex stories that we're recording for the Sex, Shame, and Healing Summit. So for those of you who are used to seeing me vain, that's what this is about. So, Berwick, hey, Berwick. So I'm really happy to see more people talking about shadow work. What I'm really, really turned on to see, like, I'm turned on when I see people honest as fuck, like, fuck you and mean it, love you and mean it. Just honest. And the rise of the divine feminine is about the fullness of a woman, which is honest, which is not purple and pink. Like I see a lot of people when they use in their marketing images, there's these, cute, there's either this, like cartoonish female figure who's in, pink robes, or there's, just something light and fairy and pretty. And I get it. People use it for marketing because they want it to be attractive, etc. But the rise of the divine feminine is fierce as fuck. It's the fullness of a woman. Women are, I met with a woman last week, and I think she got upset with me because I told her I was trying to decide if she was on my level. And really, it's a protection thing. It's not ego. It's protection, because when you are a powerful woman, you can't just willy-nilly hang around other women. You can't just, it can't be light and shallow and simple because you're so powerful, and there's so much subtlety going on, and communication is so important, and because the power is riveting and loving and confronting and fierce. And so when you're in a relationship, when you're a powerful woman and you're around women who are not powerful, harm can easily be caused because they're out of power. And it's like sort of like being in the light and being in the dark versus the people who are willing to be full on versus the people who are not. Then there's the fighting and the one who's not taking responsibility because she's out of power. Like, I could go on and on and on about this. And I've experienced this thinking that because I see the light in somebody, because I see the possibility in them, that's enough for us to be around each other. But there has to be conditions in the relationship when there's women who are choosing to be out of power and women who are choosing to be in power, sharing space, intimate space with one another. And so please share this video because I want it to be known that the rise of the divine feminine is not cute. It's not, you know, yoga poses and lotus poses and, you know, the way I see it, Mark, the rise of the divine feminine is me. It's fierce as fuck. It's the parts of the woman that's rejected, the fullness of a woman. It's her pussy wide splattered the fuck open. It's Kali. It's unconditional love. It's woo, you know, it's ugly. It's gorgeous. It's the everything. It's the thing that, man, and the world doesn't want. The world needs it, but the world doesn't want it. The world needs it, but the world doesn't want it. So if you're watching this as a replay or even here, and I can't see oh yes I can actually, I forgot I can't see you. I'm normally at home doing this. Hi Dana, hi Smith Janet, hi Stacy, hey Tatiana. I think that's everybody that I can see. And so shadow work is, like, for example, I had a woman, I won't go into any names or any revealing information, but, you know, confronting the part of you that feels rotten is shadow work. Owning the part of you that feels dirty and disgusting and bad and inappropriate and just any negative label that you could give to yourself that gets in the way of you having the money, the sex, the life, the relationship, the whatever, that is shadow work. You know, having any kind of there's so many ways to do shadow work. There is a wrong way to do it, but there's so many different ways that you can do shadow work. I'm not saying my way is the absolute way. What I'm saying is, you know that you've been purified. You know when you actually are doing shadow work, when one, nobody can say anything to you that fucks you up because you've embraced all of who you are anyway, particularly the things that they say to you that are true. So typically people get offended when there's something in them that hasn't been confronted and owned. And so because they keep it in the shadow, in the dark, somebody else can come along and say something and they either feel confronted or offended or aggressed or some kind of thing. Whereas if you've owned that thing about you as far as sexuality is concerned or whatever the thing is, and then somebody comes and says something to you about it, it does nothing to you. It just rolls off of your back. So the degree to which you can be with all sentient beings, the degree to which you can be with the fullness of life, somebody throws anything at you, extreme love, extreme hate, and everything in between, the degree to which somebody can throw that at you and you can handle it without shutting down, thwarting, projecting, blaming, running into a corner is a representation of how much you've gotten down into your shadow work. So this is what we need. If you're going to make the money, which is an energy, which means you can hold a bunch of money, you can hold a bunch of people, you can hold a bunch of energy. The degree to which you can do that is the degree to how much shadow work you've done. And then not even just that, how good it feels to do it, because you can make a lot of money and feel trapped by the money because of the way that you're making it. I know that feeling. Then there's the making it in a way where you are like guns blazing, heart open, very receptive, the fullness. So I share this video because I want people to really understand that the divine feminine is so much more than this cute stuff that we see running around. It's more than just goddess circles where we call each other sister and go out to beaches and stand in circle and say, I'm here for you, sister, and put our hands on our hearts and say nice things. It's me being able to say, I see the hate behind your eyes. Are you being honest with me? You know how many fucking goddess circles I've been in where bitches is holding their hearts and prayer poses and I can see hate behind their eyes? That's the lack of integration of the divine feminine. So anyway, I'm getting ready to go in here and get my gas and do what I gotta do. I got shit to do today. And so that's it. I'll talk to you guys later. Share this video. I will be back tomorrow, same time, same place. Lots of love.